Green Diamond Shining Pearl has been out for a few days now, and it's time to have a look at what happens exactly after you've seen all the entire national decks and what happens when you've caught the entire national decks. And that's what this video is about. We're going to have a look at both of those scenarios to see exactly what happens once you completely finish the entire decks in both seen and caught. Let's go into it. So here we are in the post-game area, guys, and I do have my decks seen entirely. The entire national decks has been witnessed. There it is. And I haven't actually seen what this does before starting to record. So the only thing I can imagine that we have to do with this is going to the Game Freak house in Lakefront, okay, down here, which we will do right now, because this is where we went before to get a couple of different charms, with the Oval Charm and the Catching Charm after we beat the Sinnoh decks down here, and we also got the DS Sounds and stuff like that. So now we're going to go and see what happens after we've seen everything, the entire national decks. So let's skip right to the Blue House. So in this area right now, you're probably familiar with this place. You came over here, you could fight Mirumoto of Game Freak here to get yourself one of the charms. And over here in this house, you were able to get the Catching Charm as well as the DS Sounds. Now, the last time I was here, I only beat the Sinnoh decks. So now we're going to talk to them with the national decks and what happens here after we've seen the entire decks. Hello, I'm Game Director. Your Pokedex is looking great. You've already met every Pokemon there is to meet in this region. I'm really impressed. Let me give you this as an award. Okay, so we get a certificate, Trainer Blaines. This document certifies that you have completed the great achievements of meeting all the Pokemon in Sinnoh. Congratulations. So he does change his dialogue after you've seen both of the different dexes here. Did you work long and hard to catch and raise them? Do you receive them as gifts from friends? Maybe you got some from trades? Everyone's dexes might look the same. The unique story they call you is unique. Okay, what about this guy? This is the Gengar loving director. I don't know if he'll give you anything new. He doesn't. And this guy definitely does not either. Sound designer. That's it. Okay, well, let's try talking to the professor. And let's see if it's any different after we've caught as well. But first, we're only going to still use the scene decks. Let's go talk to Professor and see what he has to say about us having finished the entire decks. That's the only other person I can imagine that will actually have anything to say at all. If I'm missing, so I'll have a little look as well to see if there's anything else. Would like using one? That's one of my maximum repels. Let's go in here. Let's have a quick look and see what this guy says now. He should be pretty impressed. Bam! The world is immense. There are many Pokemon. That means there's many trills, so you can enjoy. He doesn't have anything to say at all for me finishing my decks. Nothing to say at all. That's a little surprising, I have to say. That is a little surprising. What about Lucas outside? Does he have anything to say? You got yourself a Pokerator? No, none of these... Really? None of these guys have anything to say about me finishing the decks? Honestly? Alright, next up, I think we can go talk to Professor Oak, because Oak does still exist in this house, by the way. In this game. He has a house over in Eterna City, and we can go pay a visit, and let's see what he has to say, because he's the one who gave us the national decks in the first place. It's probably worthwhile paying him a visit in this case. I'm surprised our original professor doesn't care. I'm honestly surprised. Like... why doesn't he care? You know, he only cares about the Sinnoh decks? Really? And here is Professor Oak, so let's give him a whirl here. It's you. Good to see you. How's your Pokedex coming along? Catching every kind of Pokemon is no easy feat, I'll grant you that, but I'm sure you can accomplish it. Oh, ah, yes. An acquaintance from Kanto has sent me something quite interesting. I think you make better use of this than I ever could. We got an upgrade. An upgrade? What's this? I understand there's Pokemon that evolves when it's traded while holding that. Oh, it's actually an upgrade item for Porygon. I think that's what that is. Okay. Come to show me how your Pokedex is coming along. Okay, so he just gave us the upgrade first. That was related to the Pokedex here. That was a Pokedex upgrade. It's not. But now about our Pokedex, you've caught 35 so far. They say there are at least 400 species of Pokemon nationwide. If you're planning to catch them all, you'd better be a committed trainer. Okay, so he wants us to catch them all. Compared to what we've had to experience with the Sinnoh decks, we've seen them all, but he wants us to catch them all. So that's harking back to the original Gen 1, I think. Maybe Gen 2 as well, I'm not sure. But Gen 1, we had to catch them all for it to count. And as you can see, my dex is only seen, which has only been relevant for the Sinnoh dex stuff. So now, we're going to try it with caught them all. I'll be back in about 10 minutes after I've caught every single Pokemon in the dex. Alright guys, so after a solid 10 minutes of grinding, we finally caught the entire decks here, the entire national decks. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, I know. Let's go ahead and talk to the same people that we just did before. I'm going to go down to the first one. We'll do it in the same order. We'll go down and talk to the Game Freak house up here and just see what goes on down there. See if we get anything. I'm expecting now at last to finally get the shiny charm. I thought we were going to get that before after we'd seen the entire dex, but I'll skip right to the blue house and we'll see if we get it now. Okay, so here we are back at the resort area or the lakefront area, and actually, you know, I haven't spoken to this guy. Let's talk to this guy right now. And here she is, ready for that match. Okay, so he just rematches you. We've already done that, and he's the one who gives you one of the charms. You can rematch him every day if you want to get a bit of experience and such. Let's talk to these guys. So this is the director, okay, Gengar Loving Director. Oh wow, see, you complete your national dex. Congratulations. Here, I got a present for you. Okay, shiny charm, there it is. We got the shiny charm. Now, as you guys should know, the shiny charm only affects eggs in this game for some reason. It doesn't really matter though. You guys got the Poke Radar, which is the easiest way to shiny hunt. What do you have to say for yourself? You're the game director. You finally collected all the Pokemon in the world. Okay, that's new. Your Pokedex is complete. That's outstanding work. Your effort you went through to get this Pokedex together. That's fantastic. Totally cool. Thank you very much. Please allow Game Freak to honor you with an award. Okay, it's a new cert. Trainer Blaines, this document certifies that you've successfully completed your national dex. Game Freak. So, it's pretty underwhelming, I guess. It's just that. Not a big deal in my books, I have to say, but there you go. They really didn't decide to get heavy on the wording. They just thought that's it. Okay, let's go talk to Oak, I guess, and let's see if he has anything better to say than that. So at least we got the shiny charm. That's kind of cool. One thing done. Damn, man, you really have to collect. You have to catch every single Pokemon. It's going to take a while. National Dex is pretty heavy. Let's go talk to Oak here and see what he has to say. All right, so here's Oak. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Ah, Blaines, you've come to show me how your Pokedex is coming along. Yes, that's right. You've caught 493 Pokemon so far. Blaines, you've finally done it. You've finally completed the National Pokedex. This is better than meeting any exotic Pokemon for the first time. I feel blessed to have become friends with a trainer like you. Sincerely, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And that's it. Okay, that's a lot. That is, honestly, that is a lot better than the certificate. I mean, he thanks you. He thanks me. How many have we caught? We've caught 193. 493, yeah, we've caught a 493. Man, you're not even going to be able to do that, come to think of it, guys. He said 493, and I wanted to make sure, I wanted to compare it to the actual dex. But as it stands in the game, you cannot catch Darkrai. You're supposed to not be able to catch Shaman, but of course, we have an exploit which will allow everyone to catch Shaman right now if you want to. Go check my videos. And you're not able to catch Arceus either. So Darkrai and Arceus are officially not in the game yet. I mean, they are in the game, but you're not supposed to be able to access them at all. And everything else can be caught via trading and stuff. But that's odd, so you're literally not able to complete the game yet. They would definitely, that kind of tells me one thing, guys. Considering that completing the National Dex is definitely a part of this game, I expect they're going to release the events for Darkrai, Shaman, and Arceus sooner rather than later. I wonder if it'll be before Christmas, because they kind of have to get around to it, dudes. They kind of have to do this at least before Legends Arceus, because I mean, people are going to be expecting and wanting to complete the game, right, properly, the game that they just paid for. People are going to be wanting to complete it fully like they're supposed to be able to. That's sort of odd that they've locked them out so far, but so that might be just a case of rationing gameplay. I don't know. I mean, the game has a lot of gameplay to it already. I think we can expect those two events quite soon, guys, so hold your breath. Okay, the last person we need to talk to is our own professor of the Sinnoh region, which, I don't know, man, I don't have high expectations considering what we've just done already. We just got the shiny charm. I think that's really it. That's usually the last aspect of completing your dexes and stuff. Even in Pokemon Sword and Shield, you had to complete your dex. But let's see what this clown has to say for himself. Here we go. Alright, the world is immense, there are many Pokemon. That means, wow, that's it. Really nothing. Jesus. Okay, so that's really it for completing the National Dex. Let me know what you guys think. And if I've missed anything, drop it down in the comments and we'll cover it again. So thank you very much for watching. Drop a sub and I'll see you guys around in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Till then, guys, bye.